Travel along, Catholic pilgrims, as we learn from St. Augustine, Doctor of the Church, while we read his book, Confessions. Hello, Catholic pilgrims, welcome back. Power has a way of keeping us from God, but why is that? We'll discuss it on the other side. We are reading from Book 8, Chapter 4, on page 163. Come, O Lord, and stir our hearts. Call us back to yourself. Kindle your fire in us and carry us away. Let us scent your fragrance and taste your sweetness. Let us love you and hasten to your side. Are there not many who return to you from a deeper pit of darkness than Victorinus? They come to you and their darkness grows bright when they accept the light, by which all who accept it are empowered to become the children of God. But if they are less famous than Victorinus, there is less rejoicing, even among those who know them. For when large numbers of people share their joy in common, the happiness of each is greater, because each adds fuel to the other's flame. Moreover, when converts are well known, their example guides many others to salvation. Where they lead, many are sure to follow, and this is why those who already have the faith are delighted at their conversion, because their joy is not reserved for the famous alone. It would be unthinkable that men of wealth and power should be more welcome in your church than those who are poor and unknown. For you have chosen what the world holds weak, so as to abash the strong. You have chosen what the world holds base and contemptible, nay, you have chosen what is nothing, so as to bring to nothing what is now in being. It was through the Apostle Paul that you spoke these words, and he too, the least of the apostles, chose to change his name from Saul to Paul to mark the great victory when Sergius Paulus, the proconsul, his pride laid low by the apostles' bold words, submitted to the gentle yoke of Christ and became a subject of the great king. For the firmer our enemy the devil holds a man in his power, and the greater the number of others whom he holds captive through this man, the greater the victory when he is won back. The devil has a firmer hold on men in high places because of their pride in their rank, and through them he keeps hold on many more because of the influence they wield. So, the more your children prize the heart of Victorinus, which had been an impregnable stronghold of the devil, and his tongue, which Satan had used as a sharp and powerful weapon to slay so many men, the more abundant, and rightly so, was their joy when they saw that our King had made the strong man his prisoner. They saw his possessions taken from him and cleansed, so that he was proved the object of his Lord's regard, hallowed and serviceable, and fit for all honorable employment. When my husband made the rank of major in the Air Force, some 16 years ago, I announced it proudly on Facebook to my friends and family. And my old high school political science teacher, who happened to be a retired Army Green Beret, commented by saying, "Congrats! Now he is just a glorified coffee getter." I was so stung by this. In my mind, the promotion of major came with all kinds of honor and respect, and here was this old Army colonel smacking down my husband's rank. But quite honestly, I needed to be humbled. Dustin is not in the military to just earn titles and honors, but to serve his country, and I most definitely am not to wear his rank. But I've thought about my old teacher's remarks so many times over the years, and my understanding of that remark has grown with maturity. Power is not in and of itself a bad thing. Somebody has to lead. Somebody has to have the power to wield influence. Somebody has to make the decisions for the group. But with power can come pride and a puffed up ego because of the influence that you have. The danger comes when you think of yourself as the Savior and not in need of God because of all the power and influence that you do have. Powerful people have a hard time being humble and giving deference to God. St. Augustine says, The devil has a firmer hold on men in high places because of their pride and their rank, and through them he keeps hold on many more because of the influence they wield." Unquote. And what does he mean by this? Well, what he's talking about is if you are in a position of power and you aren't using your power well, then people will follow you, oftentimes, into doing bad things because they will just follow you because of your influence. And so if the devil has a hold on you, then that means a lot more people are being led astray from God. But if you are using your power for good and you're leading people to Christ and to goodness and to virtue, well, then the devil doesn't have that hold on not only you, but also a lot of other people who will follow because they look up to you. What is important to remember about power is that great line from Spider-Man, where Uncle Ben says, "With great power comes great responsibility." Power should never be just for you. It is for you to use it to serve others, to help make their lives better according to the will of God. My old high school teacher was trying to say, hey, congrats, but don't get big-headed. Remember that your husband serves and should serve well no matter what his rank is. Definitely a good lesson for us all. But we will pause here for today, Catholic Pilgrims. I will see you soon, and until then, live the faith boldly and travel well.